Did Conor McGregor fake his injury to get out of UFC 303? So, Conor is out of his highly anticipated return against Michael Chandler, and the MMA world is buzzing with questions. He finally ended the speculation surrounding his withdrawal from UFC 303 by revealing on a social media post that a severely broken toe was the cause. Last weekend, he was seen coming out of his car, first limping and then walking normally, so netizens went crazy. It got us thinking, what if he actually faked the whole injury? Is the injury legit that forced him to tap out of the fight? How can he limp and then walk normally? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get down and find out more on this controversy. But before we get to the crux of the matter, fight fans, enjoy the MMA action alongside Sportskeeda MMA. Hit that bell icon and subscribe. A few days ago, Conor revealed that the injury forcing him out was a broken toe.
I'm good. The injury is a nuisance. It's painful. I'm not going to lie. It's very, very painful.
Usually, it's the notorious one dishing the dirt on social media, but this time it was the other way around. And let me tell you, the MMA community did not hold back. UFC lightweight champ Islam Makhachev tweeted, quote, "You don't need a pinky toe for a fight, laugh out loud, chicken," end quote. Meanwhile, welterweight title challenger Belal Muhammad trolled Conor with, quote, "My toe was a balloon," end quote. Former UFC lightweight king Rafael dos Anjos, who almost fought Conor in 2016, posted a pic of his foot alongside Conor's, comparing their injuries.
Pulled out because of a discolored toe. A discolored toe that may or may not be broken, and by the way, may or may not be his toe.
Things got even spicier when Conor showed up to last weekend's Bellator event to support his teammate Sinead Kavanagh. As he got out of his luxurious car, he was limping, but after a few steps, he started walking normally. Fans were quick to notice, and the comments section blew up. Bellator also posted a clip of Conor practicing with Sinead. One user commented, quote, "What if he steps on his toes?" End quote. Another user straight up called Conor out by writing, quote, "Faked a limp for the first few steps, then forgot about it." Even Conor's rival, Michael Chandler, took a shot by saying, quote, "Sweet slippers. Who's the Bellator tick now?"
You must understand, my foot was a balloon. You know what I mean? My toes came out of the socket.
In an interview with Dan Hardy, Conor expressed his disappointment, saying he just didn't want to perform with an injury. Many fighters perform injured and later use it as an excuse, but Conor's not about that life. Although he's fought with injuries before, he's not going to do it this time. Remember back in 2016, Aldo pulled out of a fight due to a back injury. Well, Conor himself also was injured during that fight camp, allegedly. According to the Irishman, he beat Chad Mendes in his previous bout on one leg.
I had bigger injuries in this leading up to this fight than that bruised rib, and I still showed up here and performed. So in my eyes, Jose's gone running.
If this is to be believed, these revelations from McGregor paint a picture of a fighter who was desperate to make it into the octagon at any cost. But now we see a different Conor, one who can make or break a card. Look at what happened to the UFC 303 card. It had to be redone in its entirety. The reason? There are several factors associated with him inside the UFC. Do keep in mind, even though he's inactive, the Dubliner is still the UFC showstopper, the biggest eye catcher, the biggest money grabber. He is a juggernaut in himself. The injury to McGregor and the subsequent fight cancellation when he pulled out left the UFC fans in shock. The majority of us are desperate to see him inside the octagon going toe-to-toe with Michael Chandler, among other fighters. For now, the Mystic Mac has vowed to come back 100% and deliver his notorious perfection. The Notorious last week claimed he would just need a few more weeks to heal up, and then he would be ready to go against Chandler.
Now I'm dialing it in. I'm getting this training camps correct. I'm walking in there 100% Conor McGregor, injury-free. Perfection is on the menu with me, and that's it. So
it's possible McGregor embellished the details of his injury, but fighters prioritize their health and recovery, especially given the physical demands in this profession. As for Chandler, it'd be a disservice to a quality fighter like him to keep him out of the octagon for so long in his prime years. Let's hope we see them both inside the UFC fighting ASAP. So folks, what do you think about Conor's injury? Is it real or not? Does he deserve this backlash for getting injured? And when do you think he'll make his legendary comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sportskeeda MMA for all things MMA.